You going for your paper?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there on, it's 33 degrees. It's warmed up a whole degree since we've been up.
Well, you don't get too cold out there.
No, I won't. I think I can make it, and hopefully by the time I get back, my coffee will be done brewing.
Don and I are taking full advantage of the last morning to sleep
That's
in
right.
before we're back on the grind again until President's Day.
That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
I think we might have a long weekend in February if we don't have weather-related reasons to cancel those days.
Right. Oh no, don't let
I see ice in the little bird bath thing out there. First time this year for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe in November we saw ice on top of the water one time, but not so far in January.
And it's going to be again cold tonight.
Yep. I'm out in Ruby. I just unplugged her from her charging session last night. And, you know, she switched the seat and the profile to mine. That's good. I'm going to shut my door now. I got back out and turned on the light so it's not so dark here in the garage. It's not good for filming. I wasn't worried about sitting in Ruby in the dark. Anyway, wanted to let you guys know that Tesla sent us an email this morning, so they must, at least some subset of them, be working today, and let us know how sorry they were that we were having the problem, which of course I knew they were going to be, but I appreciate the sentiment for sure, and that they would have someone look into the logs right away, because hopefully there's something going on in the logs that makes it obvious what's going on. So, like I said yesterday to somebody, I think being patient and giving Tesla a chance to sort things out was the right thing to do, especially since the car was drivable. I felt comfortable driving her. At no time did I not feel comfortable driving her, or I would have driven the van yesterday, or Dawn would have, or one of our other vehicles, so we're good. Model X EV Fun sent us a comment last night on yesterday, or the odd problem video, and suggested that we check to see if there was anything in the USB port of the car up here in the front in the center console area, and if so, to try the power down reboot again. And you guys may remember that I have Amazon Echo Auto up there in the front. I talk to whenever I can in the car, although I have to admit there's a lot of reconnect to the phone, both with the Roab Viva that I used to use and with the new Echo Auto. But it is convenient when we come home and it's dark to say, hey, turn on the backyard lights, and that whole, you know, backyard area lights up, and I can see to get to the house, and Johnny can see, and Dawn can see, and, you know, we can take care of the cats, and nobody trips, and we're all good. So we really like to use it for that in the car. But at any point, we most certainly did have stuff in. There was also a charging cable for my Apple phone, albeit not plugged into anything at the time of the power off reboot. So I have unplugged both of those things, and I'm gonna try the power off reboot again, just to see. Can't hurt anything. And just in case you're wondering, here's that Echo Auto device. It fits nicely down in the console area, no problem, and I can still get to the USB ports also. So I got this, I think, when it was on half price or something, right when it first came out, by invite only, and I am glad that I have it, and we do use it. I'd like to tell you that fixed things, but it didn't. Don is going to unplug the device he has in the ODB2 so that we can power our dash cam, and we'll try one more time. Yeah, it's doing the same stuttering that it did yesterday. I'm just setting a timer for 3 minutes on my phone, have it ready to start so I can be sure that I you know, I'll just probably make it 4. Make sure I'm powered off for at least over 3 minutes. I haven't started it yet, though. You know, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something we had done to the car that prevented her from powering up right before Tesla spends a lot of time on it. And that was a great suggestion. I must have not hit it quite right. That was a great suggestion to try that Don and I are totally cool with. I wouldn't have tried it 2 times if I'd have thought about the ODB2 thing. Don came out after I started the process and said, well, we'll do it one more time. So, alright, I got the timer going for 4 minutes and we'll be back. So the 4 minutes is back up. I'm putting my foot on the brake. when you first put your foot on the brake, it's really hard, and then it softens up and actually presses forward. It's really faint, but you can hear the car coming back to life. However, my experience is, now that I've done this a few times, that no matter, I'm taking my foot off the brake now, no matter how long you wait or how many times you tap, there's not going to be anything until you open the door. And then when you open the door, the car lights back up like you would like to see. So if you ever try this and you've not ever tried it before, don't scare yourself that your car is continuing to stay black. Just open the driver's door and you'll see your screens. You know, she's on the Wi-Fi. She stayed on the Wi-Fi. She's got good signal on the Wi-Fi. Versus the LTE here in the driveway. So let's just turn on the, and I know she needs a little bit to come back up, but let's turn on the turn signal. I was starting to think it was fixed. I was holding my breath. But the sound is still going in and out on the turn signal. Well, that's okay. I'm going to give Tesla a chance to work their magic. We're not doing anything today but me driving to Fuquay to play Pokemon Go and maybe to the grocery store or something. I don't have any grand plans today. I swear I slept for 12 hours straight last night because I was so exhausted from getting up at 4:30 and going for forever yesterday. But I'm feeling rested today. I'm just going to take it easy and wait to hear from Tesla what we should try next or what should happen next, and we'll go from there. Yeah, somebody yesterday questioned me about how did I know the car was safe enough to drive, being that it's a big computer. You know, Ruby and I, we have right at 70K. As a matter of fact, did we go 70K last night and I was too tired to share and notice? Let me look at the mileage. 70,061 miles now. So, yep, we broke 70K. We'll just count it today, okay? Last night I was zoned. So Ruby and I have driven a lot together, and I feel like we're really in tune. I'm better in tune, much better in tune with her than Don, considering he only drives her on the weekends, does occasional driving. I know every little thing she does and doesn't do, and mostly what I know is, number one, ultimately, I'm responsible for the operations of this vehicle. So, you know, if I'm driving, I can apply the accelerator or not. I can apply the brake or not. I know the turn signals are working because I can see that light actually flashing on the wall even when there's no sound. So I know my communications to other cars are good. I can see the brake lights and the front lights are working correctly. So I have all of the pieces that I need to safely operate a vehicle, whether Tesla is doing all of its stuff or not. Ultimately, I'm responsible. I know that. So I'm comfortable driving her. And you know, I really did drive her around town at low speeds, just a few miles from the house as a test drive to see if I really felt she was driving, you know, good enough for me to really drive her out on the road, out in the main roads. And I did. So that's my call. I'm comfortable with it. My husband, you know, Don's comfortable with it. So that's really all we needed, right? Some people may have chosen to park the car until they got help. Some folks might have decided to call roadside assistance and try to get help. I prefer to go back to the local guys that know me and my car. But, you know, I felt safe to drive. That might not be your take on it, and that's fair, you know, because you're responsible for the operation of your car. But that was my take on it. So like I said, I'm going to head in the house. I need more coffee, and we'll go from there today. I'm pleased to say that I just sent yesterday's video, us at the North Carolina FLL Championship, off to render, and it'll be out there in a little while. This has been my view for the day, just sitting here working on the editing. Well, Don's all bundled up. You don't see him with the little hat on too often. He's got several layers. It's not just the green outer shirt.
It's the wind. It's a little windy out there. If it wasn't blowing, I probably wouldn't have my hoodie up. And I could always take it off, but it's with gloves, I tie it, then put my gloves on.
Yeah, it must keep noise from coming in on your audio and stuff,
That's right.
maybe. Yeah. Well, you stay safe and warm.
I will.
I'm sure you'll be warm once you're running.
That's right, you pretty little thing.
Love you.
Burr.
I'm not going out there, well, until it's time to take Johnny for Taekwondo. Dropping Johnny off at Taekwondo. Well, I didn't play Pokemon too long, Donnie and I. I'm doing the adult thing and I'm home to get cracking on dinner. He's hungry. That is just so sweet. Hi, Mittens. She goes, it's cold outside, Mom. I got Mr. Todsy heat.
Yeah, they get way more affectionate when it gets a little cool.
That's right. Oh, it feels like a Sunday night instead of a Monday night. We just had a big plate of St. Louis style pork ribs, and we're watching Penn and Teller fool us, and we're getting ready for the start of the school week tomorrow. So yeah, it definitely feels like a Sunday night.
But it's shopping day tomorrow, and I get to pick up Johnny.
That's right. Michelle could go. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.